The December 11th, 2013 meeting of the Ascension Parish Zoning Commission will now come to order. Madam Secretary, please note that Mr. Robert Burgess and Mr. Jackie Callender are absent. The other commissioners are present. Let's see, introduction of staff. Everyone has introduced themselves except you, so for the camera?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Patrice Johnson. I'm the zoning secretary.
Thank you. Agenda item number 5, minutes, acceptance of the minutes of the November 13th, 2013 zoning meeting. What's your pleasure?
Motion to approve, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Nizzo moves.
Second.
Mr. Bishop seconds. Any objection? Those are approved. And then the acceptance of the minutes of the joint planning and zoning commission meeting of the same date.
Motion to approve.
Mr. Nizzo moves. Mr. Chafisi seconds. Any objection? That motion carries as well. Item 6, chairman's comments. We have to add an agenda item because we've elected a chair and a vice chair for the planning commission. We need to do this, take the same action to the zoning commission. In order to put an agenda on the an item on the agenda that's not there, it must be approved unanimously by the members present. So I would entertain a motion to add that to the agenda.
So move.
Mr. Ori moves.
I'll second.
Mr. Chafisi seconds. We also need a public hearing. If anybody has comments as to why we should not add that to the agenda, they could come forward now. We have no one to do that, so I will close that public hearing and vote on the motion to add the agenda item. Are there any objections to that? Okay, hearing none, that agenda item is added. So what we'll do then is similar to what we did for the planning commission. I'll accept nominations for the chair of the zoning commission.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to nominate Maury Bishop.
Mr. Maury Bishop is nominated by Mr. Nizzo.
I'll second that
Second by
nomination.
Mr. Chafisi. Any other nominations? A motion to close?
I move to close nominations.
Okay, Mr. Chafisi moves.
I'll second.
Mr. Ori seconds. Any objection? Okay, congratulations, Mr. Bishop. You have also been elected chair of the zoning commission. Now we need to elect a vice chair of the zoning commission.
I nominate Mr. Jackie Callender as vice chair.
Okay, moved by Mr. Chafisi,
I'll second that.
second by Mr. Ori. Any other nominations? Motion to close?
So move.
Mr. Ori moves.
Second.
Mr. Nizzo seconds. Any objection? Mr. Callender then is vice chair of the zoning commission. Thank you very much. Item number 7, public hearing to amend the Ascension Parish Development Code for recommendation for the approval or denial to the Ascension Parish Council, ordinance DC 1314, revisions to the Developmental Code of the Unified Land Development Code pertaining to light industrial development standards. Again, we had discussed this at our last meeting, if I remember correctly. And this was just to allow staff to approve.
Correct.
To review the standards, and this would be subject to a signature or approval by the chair of
Yes,
the
sir.
Planning and Zoning
Yes, sir.
Commission.
Yes, yes.
Right?
That's correct, yes.
And this would expedite matters quite a bit?
Expedite matters, yes, sir.
Okay.
I had one correction,
Okay.
just a typo,
Uh-oh.
on paragraph, see, where is it? Bottom of the first page, actually, paragraph D, just planning and development is repeated, just needs to be taken out of there before it's finalized.
Yes, sir.
One other question, I guess, for us, are we, this is the first time we've done this, I think this is the only time we've done this where we've said, let's let the staff do this. It's been a responsibility of the commission. So I just want to make sure that we're not allowing or requiring the staff to make a decision that we as a commission, or that the council and the citizens of Ascension expect us as a commission to make. But if we have the chairman of the commission signing off on this representing the commission, it sounds like that.
And the way the process would work, then, if the chair had some concerns about it or wanted to
Bring it
bring
back
it
to the
to the commission,
We could still
then we
see
could still do that and vote on it.
I got a question about this too also. Say in the case if the you direct the building official to revoke an owner's certificate of occupancy for failure to meet it. What recourse do they have if you revoke that, before you revoke it? Do they have some type of hearing or Board of Adjustments, or how, if they wanted to bring up a case of, say it was an unfair decision?
Yes, sir. I would think at that point that they could go to the Board of Adjustments or come to you, based on that. It's never happened, so I really don't know. My guess is that they would fix what they need to do to get power put back on.
Okay, but they would have some type of recourse?
Yes, sir,
to
they
be able
could
to-
have some.
Okay,
Yes, sir, if they feel like they were done injustice.
thank you.
Okay. We do require a public hearing for this. I'll open the public hearing. Do we have any cards?
We don't have any.
Okay. Then I will close the public hearing and entertain a motion here.
I'll move to approve, I think we're going to recommend this
Recommend to the council,
Parish
right.
Council. I'll move that we recommend it to Parish Council.
Mr. Chaffizi moves.
I'll second it.
Mr. Nizzo seconds. Any other discussion? Any objection? Okay, motion carries. Staff report?
No,
Okay.
sir.
Brings us to agenda item number 9, adjourn.
I move.
Motion to adjourn, Mr.
Okay, we
Chairman.
got a motion second to adjourn. Any objection? Stand adjourned. Thank you very much.